Why so serious? Why so serious? What's going on, guys? It's your guy, Serious Mindset, and let me fix this light. God bless. Woo, that's hot. All right, here we go. It's your guy, Serious Mindset, and I'm back with another video. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit that notification bell, and for everybody that's watching this right now, drop a fire emoji right after you watch So Serious. I greatly appreciate it. But nevertheless, we are on day 2 of this bag install, and so far what I have done is I have ran the airlines. So the airlines are ran. I did that last night. I finished that up. So I just finished working out. You see them gains right there. You see them gains, but just finished working out. So I'm still in my sweaty attire. So I figured, why not go ahead and get to it even more. So let me update you guys. So as of right now, I'm still waiting on the actual bags, and I'm waiting on a couple of more things like the extra relay. So the goal tonight is to knock out the wiring. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing as far as the wiring and dressing things up as of right now. So I want to knock out the wiring, and then I think I'm gonna finish tightening up the airlines, because the airlines are ran. Let me show you guys. I'd rather just show you rather than tell you, because we all about those looks. So as of right now, I'm running the remote module. So I'm dressing everything up. As you see, this is the remote module right here. This is the remote module, and then here's all the other Dumaflachis back there. We're gonna talk about that. And then the remote is ran through here. So a couple of little pops. So if it's your first time doing something like this, just make sure you have a whole bunch of the interior pull tools like you can see here. So just make sure you have a whole bunch of pull tools, because you have all these little accessory pieces and screws and other little trim pieces that you have to pull off. So nevertheless, I'm running this through, coming up here. And then what I'm gonna do is, as you see, I already pulled that, and then I'm gonna run it right there, and then it's gonna be on the side right here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the setup with the phone adapter that I got from ProClip. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I do have enough to actually plumb up, so just about. So that's what I'm working on right now. And then another thing that I wanted to do, let me show you guys, is that I wanted to make this layout clean underneath. So I don't know if I showed you guys, but I did take off the trim covering. This is actually protected with the actual trim, as you can see over there. So what I'm gonna do is, I wanted to put in one of these little clips and use a self-tapping screw to make it clean. But nevertheless, guess what? It's always issues, right? So this, unfortunately, 3/8 line is too thick for this actual clamp down deal or whatnot. So I was gonna use a self-tapping screw, but I don't want to make screws all in here and create rust. So what I did was, I went on ahead and bought some small zip ties. So I have small zip ties, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna dress it up to these fuel lines and run it all the way through. So that's gonna be dressed up, plumbed up. So let's see what else I got. So I want to do that, and then I'm also working on the layout. As you see, it's a lot going on. So if you get a chance to order, your system from who would I order from? Universal Air. They might end up shipping your stuff out in different segments. So don't delay and make it seem like you need all of it. If you're missing something, just hit them right up, or use something for a temporary deal. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything dressed up, and then once I get the bags, because I'm actually missing the bags for the struts. So I think what I'm gonna do is, once I dress everything tonight, depending on how I feel, then I will go ahead and take off the tires, get some of the springs off, just get ready for that install, because there's nothing like getting ready for the main deal. And plus, I'm excited too. I'm excited to see how this build go with my wide body. And then I have a special thing that also I'm gonna do towards the end of this install when it goes well. Not if, but when, because it has to go well. Sheesh, you guys seen all my other installs, so they usually like, but I'm working. OCD is intact, taking my time, because you don't want to be rolling and then, so I'm a little nervous, and I'm also excited at the same time. So guys, just stay tuned. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my completion throughout this whole build. Try to give as much advice as I can, because it's hard to record and get this going at the same time, because it's so much, and when you're the only hand, it's kind of hard to document. But I'm gonna try to keep as much information as much as possible. And then I want to show you guys also how I dressed up my lines. So I dressed up my lines going in. Let me see. Let me show you guys. So if you have a Challenger, let me get my light. If you have a Challenger, you can pop off these little clips here. Let me see. So it's a little clip right there that you can just pop off. If this little thing get out the way, get out the way. So they got like a little clip right there, this area where you see the pinky at. So I just pop that off, and I have my airlines going through there. So the rear and then the front, and then this right here is the remote that's not needed to go underneath. So it's the same thing as the opposite side. So just giving you guys a little tips or whatnot. So this is for Challengers. I think it's 15 and up, 2015 and up. So stay tuned, stay serious. Let me get back to it. Why so serious? All right, guys. So the wiring is not so the wiring, right? So we're gonna talk about the wiring. So the wiring is not complicated. It's just more understanding their layout, their diagram, because I work with many schematics before, and when you first look at a schematic, it's like, okay, wow, what the heck is going on? So it can be a little bit intimidating, but I'm gonna show you one thing that was just frying my brain a little bit, right? So on the actual directions, so I'm gonna show you guys on the actual directions. It show because I'm trying to get all my ignition sources going. Let me see. So the pink, which is here, right? The pink wire, which is this one, the blue one in the diagram. You can put a blue butt connector on it, and you can either fall in line with this one. It comes inside the bag, or you can go with this one, which is the right one. So it's called add a circuit fuse. So this one is called add a circuit fuse. As you see, you can add in another fuse or whatnot. So I don't know, since I have two compressors, if I have to add both of them in line. I'm a little bit concerned about that. So I don't really know, but if I didn't, I need to read a little bit more directions. But if I didn't or whatnot, I will use this one, and I still might use this one. And it says the ignition source. So I looked up the ignition source on here, and at first I was going to go with backwards. So at first I was going to go with the where is it? Ignition switch wireless module remote start. So I was going to go with F33. So F33 is a mini. Let me show you guys. So I like. Oh crap! I did drop it. God bless. So I already pulled this one out. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. We'll see. All right, so that's F33. That's the second one. Oh shoot, it's the third one. Okay, well it's the same one. Okay, it's the same one, but you guys understand it. So This is F33. So this is the ignition. This is the ignition. Oh, God bless. It's late, guys. That's the ignition. Anyway, that's the IG fuse, and this is the cigarette lighter fuse, which is F12. So you can see F12 is the cigarette lighter. Yes, the cigarette lighter. You can see it right there. So the difference between one or the other is the mini one goes with this one, but you can see this one is huge, right? So it's a little bit intimidating. But if you inline this one as seen in the directions, you know, you come here and you see LM right there. So you're like, what the heck is that? So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna show you guys because it took me a while to figure this out. So you have your butt, your quick connect right here. So this would go, first it would go inside the actual fuse. I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna go ahead and put this together. I'm gonna try to do it one hand. Please excuse me. I'm trying to create something for you guys. Let's see. So I'm gonna try to do it. So I'll put it down. So you have this baby. It would go. So it would go in there like so, right? Come on, get in there. Okay. So you see how that goes in there, and then it just fits right over the fuse, and then the butt connector would go in there like that. So, and you see how in there it is, it's actually in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and connect this butt connector with the wire, and then I'm gonna set that in there. So that's gonna be my setup. Now that's gonna be my setup as of right now. So I'm gonna read a little bit more into the directions, but I just want to show you guys you do have options over now. And then in the bag it also has the mini fuse that you can put in there too, which is this purple one. So they have the big purple one right there, and then they have the and the small one. So that's the small one. You can see the small one right here. So the small one is right there. I didn't take that out the bag. That's the small one, and then that's the big one. So like I said, guys, the wiring is pretty much simple, but you just have to make sure that you pay attention. And when I say pay attention, meaning take your time. So I'm trying to make sure that with me doing this for the first time, that when I wire this thing up and it gets going, I don't get no flashes, I don't get nothing. I just want to go with a breeze. So I figured, I'd never seen anybody talk about it on YouTube or whatnot, but I figure I'd give that insight. So nevertheless, it's pretty much a simple setup. You pretty much read it, understand it, go from there. And then, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and dress up all my wiring, and then I'm gonna follow up with you guys on all my wiring. And then if I'm feeling good, like I said, if I'm feeling good, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the airlines situated underneath the vehicle. So try to get that underneath the vehicle, tie wrapped and all that, right under the wheel wells and things like that. So once the other stuff come in, then I can get going. But needless to say, it's very intuitive, and it's very important that you guys know which sources to tie into. So nevertheless, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated. Like I said before, make sure you hit the sub button. I just want to put this thing low, but stay tuned. Watch the series. Alright guys, so here's an update. It's currently, let's see, I'm gonna show you guys. It's currently 1:04. It's currently 1:04 a.m. I tried to do as much as I can today. It was kind of like a wash day for me, considering the fact I kind of ran everything. I ran the remote. I ran the remote. I'm running the power cable, so I had an issue as well. So it took me maybe like an hour to figure this out. But for whatever reason, I'm gonna show you guys. For whatever reason, inside of let's see. Let me get some light. Let me get some light for you guys. Get some of that cell phone light. Alright, so you can see here where I have this this fuse connected to the to this extra fuse or whatever that goes to right here to the module here. It was hard. Let me show you guys. It was hard as heck to get that thing in there because the added you would think the added piece here, which is the smaller version of that one, was added on to the fuse. And matter of fact, let me take it off since it's already in there, because I kind of pushed it in there. But here you can tell, like, it's not gonna move like this piece moved, but the fuse itself, it was hard as heck to get it. So what I did was, in order for me to make sure that everything was working right, I went on ahead and connected the battery, and I made sure I tested out to see if it was actually going to pull 12 volts with the actual ignition started, which it did. So everything is good, but the problem was actually trying to get that in there. So that was one of the issues that took me a long time. And nevertheless, I had another issue because I don't have the right tool. I've been using this to crimp, which is the wrong tool. So make sure you guys have the right tool. So I use this to crimp my power connector. So I was trying to do my power connections between here to connect to the battery, positive and negative. That didn't work out well. So I had issues going on. I was able to do the easy connect for the where is it at? Right here. So I was able to do, and this also gave me heck too, because again, I had the wrong crimping tool. So guys, if you end up trying to do your stuff, just make sure you have the right crimping tool. But I do have some positive news. Aside from running the cable, I was able to run the lines from the front of the vehicle, the airline. So I was able to run the airlines, and when I mean run, I mean I was able to hide them. For the rear, I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. I'm getting a little tired, but I figure I'll show you guys, because it is, you know, trying to learn about a vehicle and hide it and make it look OEM. So we are underneath, as you can see. We are underneath. All right, so I'm gonna try to give you guys the best version of this. But so I came underneath the wheel well. Here I'm underneath the wheel well, as you can see, basically behind it, underneath the rear seat. So the rear seat, the plate is taken off, which is right there, and is actually ran in this little seat right here. It kind of makes it forward. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie wrap it. I don't want to put it right here. I think I'm gonna tie wrap it. I don't want to put it there either. So, and the reason why I don't want to put it here is because I'm looking at this sharp edge right here, because this is sharp. So I don't want this eating up right there, but I think I might tie it right there. Yeah, I think I might tie it right there. Tie it to this screw, because I don't see no reason to not have it there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then what I did was I ran the other side already, but I ran it inside here just to hide it a little bit more, because once you put that cover on, you're gonna have a little bit of exposure. So I didn't want it to be exposed, so I ran it all the way in here, as you see. And then now, excuse me guys, so I'm trying to show you as much as possible. Where's my light? Where's me light? Me light. So it's right up in here. It's right in here, literally it's right here. So I'm touching it right now. So I ran it up in there, and then it's actually, you guys can see it is coming out right there in that hole. So in order for you to pull down that hole, I had like a little hook. So I do know that I have extra pieces, so you can see, let's see, you can see like right here, I hooked in it heavy. So this will have to be cut off, because I hooked in, actually pierced the line. So I gave myself enough slack, but nevertheless, I still pierced it to pull it down, because you can't pull it with just your finger or whatnot, because the airline is a little bit tough to bend or whatnot. So I just said forget it, pull it, and then once I pull it, it's pretty much like a straight line. So I'm gonna go ahead and dress up. I'm gonna go ahead and dress up the rest of the front airline on this side, on the driver's side, and then tomorrow I'm gonna figure out the rear side. I probably might just go ahead and take off all the tires and dress it behind that wheel well, so I can just get ready when the struts come in. But guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for the next part of this install for this air suspension, the air performance lift suspension, or the air bag suspension. I don't know, I'm just tired right now. But at the end of the day, stay serious. What's so serious? Arr.
This is a cold war. Do you know what you
What's so serious?